And?
And nothing.
Nothing. You're going to kill yourself because you got dumped.
Are you saying that's not good enough?
To tell you the truth, it's pretty lousy.
And I suppose your reason is so much better?
It's not even a contest.
Fine, then tell me.
Okay, if you want to know so badly. I got up this morning and my cat was run over by a truck. I was mugged and got robbed on the subway on the way to work. I just found out my partner embezzled all the funds from our business. My wife just called and told me that she's realized that she's in love with our mail carrier. Okay? The IRS wants to audit me, and to top it off, I think I'm getting a cold sore.
Cold sore?
It was just the last straw.
Wow, that is terrible.
And it's not even lunchtime yet.
And you think this is the best way out?
All you did was get dumped and you do.
That's different. It really hurt.
Oh, please, it hurt. I can't believe I'm up here with such an amateur.
But I really loved him.
And there is no one else out there.
Not like him.
Have you looked? No, I'm sure you haven't. The first little setback, and you just want to chuck it all.
What about you? Things could be worse.
Really? Let's see. I got no business, okay? No money, no spouse, okay? Probably no mail now, no cat. I'm going to jail, and this cold sore really hurts. Suicide would be the best thing that could happen.
You know, listening to you, I guess things aren't that bad for me. Do you really think I could find someone else?
Let me put it this way. If you jump right now, you will literally splatter on 20 or 30 single men down there.
You know, you're right.
Well, hoorah for me.
No, really. He wasn't good enough for me. I can find someone else. Maybe 100 times better.
Yeah, I'm very happy for you. You want to keep it down? Some of us still have business up here.
Are you sure?
Yeah, just go.
Okay, well, I'll never be able to thank you enough. You saved my life.
Then shut up before I regret it.
Okay, I'm going. I'll never forget you, though.
Please, dude. This is not how I like to be remembered. Have a good life. Yeah, Chief. She's left. Hey. I'm sorry you took long. If you don't like it, find someone else to do this.
Okay, stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
Okay. One last question. How do I get down from here?
He's such an idiot. Don't let him stop. He goes, hey.
Well, it was all in the lines.
No. That was the reason why I was saying stop, because I hate this. If you can't use a real phone, I swear to God, I hate this. This is so 1979. All the phones we got, please use a real phone. I'm saying. I hate that. Just looks so, I swear. All right, that was surprisingly good for a first reading. Especially you, George.
Yeah,
It's not my first time doing this one.
Huh?
It's not my first time doing this one.
Well, I'm saying for the first reading, though.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
That's why I didn't stop you. Because when you connect, George, you do really good work. You just don't trust yourself. But I need you to get out of acting like you're doing something. You keep acting like you're falling. If you're not falling, bro, don't act like you're falling. If you're not slipping, sliding, bumping, don't act like it. Because it takes away from the scene, like all that good work you did, when you start doing like you were, it's not necessary, because we know you're not on the ledge, right? So if you're indicating that you're on the ledge, we can see that you guys are talking on a ledge, because we're listening to the dialogue, right? So you don't have to play that stuff. You don't have to just be scared.
Too much.
Yeah.
All right.
Just with that stuff. But everything else, man, the connection, like what was good is like when you were listening to her, you were actually listening to her. You were reading, but you weren't reading like you normally do. You were actually reading it like you were listening to her and you were being that character. So
Just that cold reading.
yeah,
Right.
that's good. And that's what we're and from all this time it's like that's what's starting to come through.
Yeah.
Really, George, that was really, and I'm sure she felt it because when she talks to you, she can't really play the sensitivity or the feel if you're not giving her anything to play off of. Mm-hmm. And what you were saying to her to me makes sense. And then you had that moment where you had one moment, man, that was real. I think I laughed at it because it was a connection because you kind of looked at her and you kind of did a little giggle, a little smile or something.
Oh, when she said that part about when the car is
The people, there's the same people that
gawk at the people
that get gawk at the accidents on the highway.
Yeah.
That part.
Yeah, I don't know, but it was like a real moment where you kind of laughed at her, and it was not. You could tell it wasn't in the script to do that. You know what I mean? It was just. See, those are the moments I need you to keep doing.
It wasn't a script.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, you played it perfectly. I mean, it just didn't look contrived. It's just like those other movements that you kind of you act those. But you didn't act that. It just,
I feel what you're saying.
You know what I mean? You just, you kind of did it.
So more like little movements like that, but not like, no, like, that's just too much.
Yeah, you're just mugging right there. You're kind of telling us that you're getting ready to fall when we know you're not gonna.
I like that too, because there was a part where I was like, fine, whatever, forget it, like you can go, and I scooted over, and you scooted over too.
Yeah.
You are still trying to make sure I'm on top of you.
Yeah, and those moments, you were playing it so real, like that's what I'm saying. You were listening to her, and you were paying attention to what's going on in the scene. You're not just reading your lines and trying to figure, whoa, right here.